Live.
All right, GMS New Orleans, GMS Mississippi, coming back into the line camp. As we always do, start off by giving him an honor. Let's praise
YAHAWAH bahasham Rakakodash.
Get Governor Elder Pastor GMS, peace and blessing and dedication for the week to hopefully elect. Right? We got the elders Mississippi. Mississippi. We are just teaching this season out of season, man. Right? Because it's raining, the work doesn't stop. Right? It must go on. All right? And, all right, so, hey, we're here to prophesy the downfall of America. All right? And we also here to give insight to the spirit and power of YAHAWASHI, who America is according to the scriptures. Because our forefathers saw this great city, the water, brother. Our forefathers saw this great city being destroyed in the vision. Our forefather John the Revelator saw this great city being destroyed in the vision. Our forefather Jeremiah saw this great city being destroyed in the vision. Our forefather Baruch saw this great city being destroyed in the vision. Our forefather Ezra saw Babylon being destroyed, all right, in the vision. Isaiah saw Babylon being destroyed in the vision, man. All right. So I mean, Joel, man. So that's at least 5 men. At least 5 men that saw this great city being destroyed. All right. And if you can hold Isaiah 46, where it says, I tell the end from the beginning, you know. Isaiah chapter 46, verse 9. Remember the former things of old, for I am the Most High. There is none else. I am the Most High, and there is none like me. Declaring the end from the beginning, and from the ancient times the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure. You gotta learn what it means to have that name title, I am. When America gets destroyed, you're gonna think to yourself, he is. That's what that means. Also, one thing the Most High does is demonstrate his power. And one way that he demonstrates his power is declare the end from the beginning. All right? He declares the end from the beginning. How did he do that? If you could get the book of Jude, around the 7th verse, 3rd verse, where it says, eat not the 7 of the Adam. Yeah, man. Yeah, but about the shot. Jude 1 and 7, even as Sodom and Gomorrah and the cities above them, in like manner, giving themselves over to fornication, going after strange flesh. Going after strange flesh. Now, just called LGBTQ. Alright? This country is known for having a culture that allows people to go after strange flesh, man. You know? It's open, it's out in the open, man. Alright? But guess what? America, according to the book of Revelation, the 11th chapter, is called the city that is spiritually Sodom. Sodom and Egypt. And it's spiritually called Sodom and Egypt. The Sodom part is because this country is known for having inhabitants that publicly go after strange flesh. Alright? Because going after strange flesh, or says for as an example, suffering the vengeance of the everlasting fire. Yep, suffering it says going forth as an example. If you look up the word example in the online etymology dictionary, it goes back to sample. A sample. So the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah was a sample of what the Most High was going to do to America. It was an example. It was a demonstration. It was a small sample. It was a preview. Sodom and Gomorrah got stoned because a city is like a human. And that city got stoned to death through sulfur. Alright? Five cities literally got stoned to death. Because what do you do with people who practice going after strange flesh? You stone them to death, you burn them. So it was 2 in 1. You got stone with hot stones. Alright? So America is about to get stoned to death, man. Alright? It says, verse 8, likewise also These filthy dreamers, the fathers of flesh, despise dominion and speak evil of iniquities. Iniquities? It says, yet Michael, the archangel, when, when, when contending with the devil, he disputed about the body of Moses, thus not bring against him a railing accusation, but say, the Lord rebuked thee.
14, okay.
Verse 14. And Enoch also, the seventh from Adam, prophesied of these, saying, behold, the Lord cometh with 10,000 of his saints.
Wait a minute. Enoch, the first, you got the first group of people called the Adamites. The select man from the group was called Adam. 7 sons from Adam came Enoch. So this is the time of the beginning in the creation that proceeds or precedes the flood. So in the beginning, the 7 sons from Adam. That's like your great granddad that was born after slavery, man. You know, like, okay, you got your dad, then his dad, right, and 3 more dads up. Right. Then it's you. So the 7 sons from Adam prophesied of YAHAWASHI coming back with chariots. That's YAHAWAH bahasham YAHAWASHI demonstrating his power. I'm going to show you the end from the beginning. So this country being prophesied to be destroyed has been written since the beginning. That's why the original book of Enoch we don't have access to, because the first one is garbage. I mean, the one that they got published is not the real one. So we know that Enoch prophesied the downfall of America. Ain't that something, man?
That's bad.
All right, you go ahead, man.
It's Luke 1:68. Blessed be the Lord power of Israel, for he hath visited and redeemed his people, and have raised us up in the horn of salvation for us in the house of his servant David.
YAHAWASHI is the horn of salvation. Horn means power. His name, YAHAWASHI, means he delivers. Salvation don't mean I got saved from going to hell. No, you finna get saved from this place, Abba Willie. All right? From that great destruction that was prophesied. Yep.
You bringing in somebody?
Abba Willie would get saved from that great destruction that was prophesied to get to be manifested. During creation, almost the time of creation, the Most High prophesied those prophets of destruction. All right?
Just bag it up. Prove your point. Luke 1:70. As he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, which have been since the world began.
So since the world, because who wasn't to talk to Adam when he went off? To Cain when he was the prophet. You know? So the Most High, and at that time they were called seers. What was it that they saw? The main thing they saw, one of the main things they saw was America get destroyed. You have to understand, the Most High already had the playbook written before he actually materialized existence. Like one of the brothers in the camp got a hoodie on that says existence. Kaya's nephew. All right, before the Most High created existence, he already had the story of existence written. Okay? All right, you got it, brother.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 48, verse 3. I have declared the former things from the beginning.
This is why did he do that? He's showing you I am. I'm showing you before it happened. Why do you think he was able to make the movie The Knowing? What was it, Nicolas Cage? All right? And in the movie The Knowing, Nicolas Cage saw an illustration on the wall, and it was Ezekiel receiving the end times from a scroll. You don't think they know? They know. Ezekiel, it was a picture of Ezekiel on the wall, and he had a scroll coming down from heaven from the Most High. And the scroll was basically the end. Hence the book of Ezekiel, the 2nd chapter, the 3rd chapter. All right, a book written lamentation, mourning, and woe. Yeah. We can wait on it for about the stuff.
All right. So Isaiah 48 and 3. I have declared the former things from the beginning, and they went forth out of my mouth.
I have declared the former things from the beginning. So this is why the invisible power, this is how he shows who he is without you even seeing him. I'm going to, because now it's irrefutable. All right, this is the leverage that we have on any religion. All right?
Religions don't deal with prophecy.
They don't deal with prophecy, man.
They claim to believe in the Bible. When you go into biblical prophecy, I don't know nothing about that.
Yeah.
Well, that's the book of Revelation.
They have been revealed to me. Yeah. It's been revealed to the prophets 4,000 years ago plus.
They call Muhammad the prophet, but we don't know none of his prophets.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be the last prophet.
Yeah. No prophet.
We're going to your album to drop still, man. You know?
All right. It says, and they went forth out of my mouth, and I showed them. I did them suddenly, and they came to pass. Because I knew that thou art obstinate, and thy neck is an iron sinew, and thy brow brass. Right? Are people hard-headed? It says,
I know what obstinate means. To stand by, be stubborn as hell. The stubborn as hell. The nation of Israel is stubborn as hell. That are obstinate, stiff-necked, can't tell them shit.
all right. It says, I have even from the beginning declared it to thee, before it came to pass.
Even from the beginning declared it to thee. That's one of the things that draws us to his book. The prophecy. You're reading about the place you're standing on being destroyed. And through the spirit and power of YAHAWASHI, through his holy apostles, a great Millstone, we have the insight of that secret, that mystery of Babylon, man. It's called spiritual Sodom in Egypt. But a group of people just walked past us and the brother was like, those are Sodomites.
Prophecy woke us up. When you read Deuteronomy 28, you're like, damn, we were slave ships?
Yep, that's us.
The man and the woman not getting a thing, that's talking about us.
Yep.
Prophecy is what brought us back our identity. It says, I have even from the beginning declared it to thee, before it came to pass, I showed it thee, lest thou should say, my idol have done them.
And it's called power. Are you listening to other
This is Hosea chapter 12, verse 10. I have also spoken about the prophets. I have multiplied visions and used similitudes by the ministry of the prophets.
So now we know what time our Heavenly Father operates on. Speaking of time, he tells you the end from the beginning. So now we can go into the... Let's go, bro. Let's go, bro. This is the time our Heavenly Father is on, man. All right? Don't you know that the state of mankind is not normal? This is a pre-judgment mindset that the human race is on. This is a pre-flood mindset. When you go into Wisdom of Solomon 14th chapter, it specifically tells you the nature and the characteristic of humankind before the flood came. And they're in the same spirit to this day.
I got one. Good one. These guys always talk about their gods and their gods and how they actually themselves are gods. This is Isaiah chapter 41 and 21. It says, produce your cause, said the Lord. Bring forth your strong reasons, said the King of Jacob. Let them bring them forth and show us what shall happen. Let them show the former things what they be, that we may consider them, and know at the latter end of them, or declare us things for to come. Show the things that are to come hereafter, that we may know that ye are gods. Yea, do good or do evil, that we may dismay and behold it together. Yeah, so you guys are talking about your gods or your gods you worship. Well, they gotta, hey, they have no backing of prophecy, man. None of these books, none of these like y'all brought up Muhammad. That nigga has nail prophecy, man. He was for the taxi driver, right? Give him a jockey, man. But here we're reading you prophecy that come to pass. That's jumping off the page through live people, man, living people. Right? That was spoken about years and years ago, man. Right? Show you how powerful this book is. Go ahead.
See, this is the last moment in history where so-called white people are going to rule over us. I don't know what it is about some of these Israelite camps. They have a storyline that Esau's going to come back for a little bit, fight for a little power. No. Because I saw those Edomites looking at us, I'm like, man, this is the last time y'all going to see them looking at us, man. This is the last time we going to be the tail and they the head. We be the plowman and they the reaper.
And that's Stockholm syndrome, man. That's Stockholm syndrome. For this man to go down in the blaze of fire, all right, with the missile, you still want him to come back and rule, man.
Yep.
Show you how your minds are warped and fully gone, man.
He's gonna come against us in Jerusalem. We got so much power, we still got to deal with Esau.
Because Jake thinks that Esau is God. Yeah. Even if you so-called wake up, you're not fully converted. If you still think in the back of your mind like Esau is God, man. He's not the Most High. He's not an I am. He thinks Esau. Jake thinks that Esau is an I am. He's not an I am, man. Same way he raised up Pharaoh, a damn Hamite. Esau is an I am. Exactly. I am no more. Same way he raised up Pharaoh, and that's a Hamite. Now look at the so-called African. You know? Same way he raised up, who else? Nebuchadnezzar. Persians, Kushite, Ethiopians, East Indians. Nobody is tripping over so-called East Indians. You don't respect them. All right? So that's what he's doing. That's why it says in Isaiah 14, it's the nigga that made the, you know? Like you ever outgrew your bully? The nigga bullied you 3rd, 4th grade. The nigga had a growth spurt. You see this nigga 10 years later? Yeah, that shit ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. Like, this the nigga that, you know?
Feel bad. You like, man, I was tripping, man.
Bully in a wheelchair in the head. Yeah. Like you swole now, shit. Look at this nigga. Like, it's gonna be Esau, man, because the Most High gave you. If you watch the 2001, I think the 2001 Planet of the Apes. Yeah, 2001. Yeah, and the ape showed the younger ape. He said, "Pass me that glass." He burst the glass open. It was a pistol. He was like, "This is what they ruled over us. This is how they ruled over us, man. The Most High gave you a sword, so your simple ass can fulfill prophecy to put us into slavery, man." It also says in Psalm 17 that you're the Most High sword. Arise, O Yahawah, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword, man. All right, you got it.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 9, verse 22. What if the Most High, willing to show his wrath and to make his power known, endure with much long suffering the vessels of wrath fitted to destruction?
The vessels of wrath fitted for destruction. Another one of your epithets, another one of your titles, you're the vessel of wrath or a tool for wrath, an agent for wrath. You're a throwaway weapon. In modern urban terms, you're a throwaway weapon, man, because you're fitted for destruction. Then you're set up to do your purpose and die. You're a tool. You're a tool, man. That's why I said the Most High ruleth in the basis of men. All right? The part. I'm sorry.
That's why Ezekiel said that same rod that was used to chastise Israel, he's going to break him. My bad. He's going to break that same sword that was sharpened to chastise Israel. He's going to use the rod of his son to break it. Fully break that rod, break that sword, man. Right? Like I said, with a tool, you use a hammer. So what? One day you use the hammer hit the whole top come off. You done with it. You're not sitting there trying to gorilla glue that shit back together, man. What?
That's in Isaiah. Like, how does the act boast itself against the truth? Like the Most High is grilling you against us. You're gonna boast yourself against the Most High. It says, and that he might make known the riches of his glory on the vessels of mercy, which he had afore prepared unto glory.
With the vessels of mercy. All right, the house of David. All right, so that's why the Most High reserved the elect, because the 2/3 are going to get discarded. All right, they're going to come back in the kingdom, but here they're going to get discarded, and they're going to be part of missile stuff, man. But the 1/3 are the vessel of mercy, man. All right, Jacob have I loved, Esau have I hated, man. But going back to Yahawah, telling the end from the beginning, it's a demonstration of power. If you can get Romans, what's that, 9? Like how I had raised up Pharaoh. Well, you just left that. Yeah. All right? You understood that?
These 2 Thessalonians 2:7, for the mystery of iniquity don't already work.
We already know who the Edomites are. They already came into power. They're the mysteries of iniquity, man. All right, go ahead.
Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way.
This is how was it letteth? Another word for letteth is restraint. So he that restrains or hold back Esau's destruction is Yahawah. He's going to restrain till Esau be taken out of the way. That's why I said in Ecclesiastes, if this evil against the sentence against the evil work is not executed speedily, the hearts of the sons of men and the settle them to do evil.
That's right.
In other words, they got de-armed. All right? But they're complacent. But the Most High is holding back his judgment, man. All right? Go ahead.
Verse 8, And then shall the wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming.
The spirit of his mouth is prophecy, man. All right? Going back to the prophets, man. This is how the Most High set up the prophets in the beginning, prophesied the downfall. We cycle back. Our bullet is us. But it also said with the brightness of his coming, man. Because YAHAWASHI is going to come with this army. All right? He's going to destroy this present dominant power structure. When you read the Bible from a Christian perspective, you think it's some dragons and three-headed beasts, and you don't understand how it fits into your current economic situation. The current dominant power structure, the so-called white man's kingdom, as we would call it, all right, is going to be decimated by angelic foreign force, which we know that foreign force to be YAHAWASHI and his angels. But the dominant power structure interpretation of YAHAWASHI and the angels is what? UFOs. So him being taken out of the way goes back to Daniel 7, and the saints shall take the kingdom. All right. So this dominant power structure, the so-called white man's kingdom, including Russia. Now Russia's not a part of the beast, but it's a part of the dominant power structure. The Western Empire is going to be decimated by an angelic force pursuing the second Ezra, the 13th chapter, man. All right. A foreign invasion. It's going to be a foreign invasion, man. Out of this world, man. Hence the war of the world. Michael shall stand up. All right? All right. All right, you can go back to Romans 9 about the shot.
It's back in Romans 9, chapter 7, verse 17. For the scripture saith unto Pharaoh, even for this same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might show my power in thee, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth.
Yep. I have raised thee up. So one demonstration that the Most High shows his power with is telling the end from the beginning. The other demonstration is telling a feeble, indignant, insignificant nation and setting them up. So if you go into the true history of Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, pursuing the Job, the 30th chapter, it tells you the history of this man. It tells you that, you know how Jacob, like, my foundation is the streets. Esau's foundation was the streets. It was a caveman. He had to get it out the mud. All right? So the Most High took a caveman, a man who dwelt in the Caucasus Mountains. That's where you get the concept of this man having a disposition to eat bloody steaks. You know what else had a disposition to eat bloody steaks or bloody meat or raw meat as they travel? The cars are. They're two-fold choice of bloody meat. Showing you that they all go back to the same people. All right? But pursuing the Job, the 30th chapter, his foundation was the streets, man. But the Most High took a street nigga or a caveman, because I'm being facetious, and put them as a world power, man. All right? Go ahead.
Therefore, hath he had mercy on whom he will have mercy, and whom he will, he hardened.
He hardened Pharaoh, but now he hardened Esau. Because Esau can tell us, look, yeah, y'all the Israelites, you know, y'all went into slavery because y'all punishment. But he didn't let us go in 1865, man. He continued on with the oppression, man. All right, continued on, multiplied the lynchings. To this day, when you see a nigga, and you see either so-called black woman in their current state, it's a byproduct of Esau Edom's engineering towards our people. It said the wicked watches over the righteous and seek to slay him. So this man has created a system of culture to cause us to kill ourselves, man. Especially 2/3 of our people. We were once under that demonic spell, but the Most High woke us up from that demonic spell, man. All right?
I was looking into some other stuff too. The reason why Esau just through the police, that's one of the things that these devils have done. They took off the robe, cape, and started putting on uniforms as judges, lawyers, police officers, man, firemen, DAs and shit, man. Start going into the army and finding new ways to jack Jake up. Yeah. So one of the laws that's in the book, in the part of the Constitution, when you probably look it up, it's called casual kill. And what these law enforcement and those that are in power can get off, man. All right? Or some call a casual kill. Showing that you Negroes, that you live Americans, you are nothing here, man. You're nothing here in America as far as your life, as you know it. says this 1669 Act declared that should a slave be killed as a result of extreme punishment, the master should not face charges for the murder.
Yeah. Who's the master right now? Esau Edom. What the police was set up for? You thought the police was set up to hang around in squad cars, donuts, all right, and talk to their food? No, they were set up to be taskmasters among two churches, man. All right, but those really, if you look at, if you really go into dive in deep into some shit, it's really supposed to be guarded by sheriff officers, man, not police officers. Police officers are a separate entity, man. Yeah. Than the sheriff. All right, they work for this corporation. All right, they work for this corporation called America, and they set up to chastise you jakes. And when they do it, they get off. You think, oh girl, what her name is, Massey? What you think gonna come out of that, man? Not too much. That Trump guy, he's gonna get his share of the money. You know, with the mom and daddy and shit, then everything gonna be good. And it's gonna be another killer. So go ahead, Doc.
No, I mean, it's a beautiful perspective, man. The police are taskmasters, and they keep your ass in your neighborhood too.
Yeah, keep you in line.
Because Jake's scared to go to the certain side of town. No matter how gangster Jake is, they don't want to go in certain suburbs, man. Downtown. They know the taskmasters gonna say, man, why you not in your headquarters? Man, headquarters.
I can say one more thing. Yeah. That's why you look at most police officers. Their badges are what? The Rothschild shit. You know? Yeah. Most sheriff officers, they have the what they call the Star of David. Yeah. But that's the Rothschild shield, man. Sure, they're an entity that's powered by what? This system, man. They're taskmasters for the system, and to keep you jakes in line. And it's called a casual kill. And they never got rid of that, man. That's still empowered today, still in the books today, man. Yo, and you jakes don't understand, you a soft target. That's a military term. No, go ahead. It's the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, verse 10. Let us oppress the poor righteous man. Let us not spare the widow.
We're righteous because we had the laws. Or we had the laws, man. And we're poor because we're systemically oppressed. We don't have anything passed down to us from our forefathers as a collective. All right? We were robbed pursuant to Isaiah 42. This is the people robbed and spoiled. So now we're the poor righteous man. All right?
Let us not spare the widow, nor reverence the ancient gray hairs of the age. Let our strength be the law of justice, for that which is feeble is found to be nothing worth.
Yep. Another power. That's another portion of his power, man. The judicial system. Yeah. That's ran by a bunch of crooks, criminals, man. Right? And they get you, they lose you in that, man. Through different laws listed up. Unrighteous decrees. Then they turn around and give you niggas NASCAR numbers, man.
That's it.
All right?
Yeah.
Give you niggas NASCAR. You know NASCAR got 3 numbers on the car sometimes. Damn. 400 and some years. How many years they gave Dr. Seaver say?
150 something.
Oh, it was more than that.
Yeah.
It was more. It's crazy numbers, man. But that's where his power lies, because he set up that system through the Latin, all right, through languages and signs and symbols you can't understand, man. And all them that's in that court, it's a part of that, man. You don't even know. Jake don't even know what's going on with that whole court system. Y'all even know back then, I was big in that shit, you know. I kind of got some things, but I was big in, you know, because the elders told us about that, man.
Yeah, you got to get it to the laws.
The laws, man. Black Law Dictionary.
Yep.
You know, understanding these things. These are things that are vital to understanding how this whole thing around you works. Maritime admiralty laws. Right, the laws of the sea. These things are ran. This how this system is ran. You are a corporation. You know, hey, we can go into all types of things. Go ahead.
You know, fine. All right, go ahead, brother.
This is Isaiah chapter 10, verse 1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees.
These are unrighteous decrees. Going back to the judicial system. If you get accused of a crime and you want to plead guilty, you want to plead innocent. All right, it's a harsher punishment. If you want to plead your cause, it's a harsher punishment. If you plead guilty, it's a lesser sentence. So he gives you more in his sentence more of an incentive to actually plead guilty. That's a form of oppression. So if you don't want to frustrate the court system, go ahead and plead guilty, man. Even if you are innocent.
You're a public defender. This nigga already backed up, hot shot out of college.
Yeah.
He's working with the judge, man. They all, you take me thinking them judges and them lawyers give a fuck. Man, they all go to the it's a lawyer's ball that all of them go to.
Yeah.
It's another thing where I heard about in the time past. They all go to most lawyers and judges go every year and celebrate Albert Pike's birthday together and shit, man. You know? This how they get down.
That's crazy, man. So that's part of the now I see too. Part of the matrix is blinding for the fact that you're systemically oppressed.
Yes.
It's not that it's okay, you forced to work all day. You got that part. We understand that. But all these systems put in place to keep you oppressed, man. All right? Them hot Cheetos, man. They're there to oppress you. Yep. Eve wearing no clothes, man. That's there to oppress you. Y'all go fuck, make a baby you can't afford. You get on child support. That's oppression.
You already juiced up with the mentality of the white man. You got. I was thinking about that earlier. You literally got, as a black man, as a so-called black man itself, it's hard living in this skin because you come outside, your first enemy you come against is who? Yourself, and then who? Jake. Because you gotta literally put this face on and act a certain way. Hey, where you get them shoes from? What the fuck you mean, nigga? Where you get that jacket from? Where you from? It's what you dealing with as a black man living in the middle of Jake.
Yep.
Jake is your first enemy. Then who? Esau. Next. And then who right on the Esau?
The woman.
Eve. She's the pit bull of the so-called white man.
Yep.
She's the pit bull.
If you don't get it right, she's gonna tell Esau. And I believe through the spirit, Eve is set up to psychologically kill your confidence. Like, yeah, man. But the elder was saying, man, you got Esau, Edom, you got your own people, the 2 brothers of our people. You got Eve, the so-called black woman, man.
Yep.
All together, that's the big three. Big trio, man. That's on oppression, man.
That's it.
Scriptures.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
This is Isaiah chapter 3, verse 12. As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them.
They call it children because you came out of the dark nations. But also, if you look up children, it goes into like an indigenous people. You know, you don't have that dignity and righteousness, man. Because back then we had a standard. The standard was based on virtue. So you have no virtue, but that's who oppresses us, man. A low life. But it says that women rule over them. Now we call it the matriarch.
The word matriarch, that's what it means. Because that word matrix goes back to the woman, the mother, and arch goes back to rule. So the matriarch is the rulership of the woman. Because the woman is the common ruler of the tribes, man. That's who rule the tribes is women. You know, our people are under the rulership of the woman, and the woman is under the rulership of the so-called white man. You know? So that's why I like to point to saying in Jacob, you got 2 oppressors, man. You got the woman, then you got the so-called white man in the system, man. And this system empowers the matriarch, man. You know, it gives them the incentives to be reckless. Okay, have children. You had a chick on YouTube saying she got 7 baby dads and 7 children, and she get $3,000 a month. Okay, so that's Esau, Edom. Pretty much, he's the husband/father, taking care of Eve and the little ones, man.
In his orphanage.
Yep.
Yeah, these little what do you call it? That and these vouchers. They got you living over here in these apartments, man. But
wards.
Yeah.
Notice every city in America, either they call them zones or wards. What it means to be in the ward? It means to be locked down.
In prison.
In prison, man.
Project.
They ain't giving them benefits, Section 8, food stamp, what else? WIC, and all that shit. That's to put them in the system to where most of the black women I knew get growing up on that shit, they don't never want to get off.
They're institutionalized. They're dependent.
Yep.
They got Willie Lynch. Kill the strong man, make the woman dependent on you, make her children dependent on you.
And you know that the man can't save you, he can't help you. Same thing when it was slavery, they was butt breaking, ripping men apart, totally humiliating them in front of their women and children. She can't work the wives like that. This nigga can't save me. I need to go with Master. And from that time on, that's what you got. Oh, I got a phone.
Back in Isaiah 3:9, as for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them.
Matriarch. That's psychological. We've been psychologically oppressed in America, so most of us don't have a high expectation of ourselves. Like other apostles, Torah was talking about, like Jacob Africa, they have a higher ceiling because they weren't psychologically attacked the way we were in America. When you read about heroes in history, it's a so-called white man, right? When you read about the bad guy, the so-called black man, don't you know that's psychological attack? Your Messiah being a so-called white man, that's a psychological attack. You never been raised by a dominant man, that's a psychological attack. You know, that's why Jacob struggled with confidence and all that shit, man. All right?
You ever seen those
Emasculation.
seen that thing they ever did with the kids? They showed the little girl. Which one's pretty?
Yeah.
Which one's ugly?
And the other one is always the dark skinned man.
Yep.
That's psychological warfare.
It's psychological warfare. If you want to control somebody's actions, you control their mind.
Yep.
You control somebody's identity. You want to control somebody's actions, you control their identity, how they perceive themselves. If I perceive myself as a rabbit, I'm going to do rabbit shit. If I perceive myself as a monkey, I'm going to do monkey shit. But I'm not going to keep talking with the spirit speak.
I got one for you.
Go ahead, brother.
This is 2 Ezra chapter 10, verse 6. Thou foolish woman above all others, seest thou not our mourning and what happeneth unto us?
Yep. Come on, man. This is, you have the physical trauma of our people. Then you have the psychological trauma of our people, man. That the Christianity, religion, street culture, feminism, matriarch, Hollywood, BET. BET was a weapon against us, man. Processed food, Cheetos, Airheads. Those are weapons against us, man. The concept of a baby mama and a baby daddy, that's an attack on a nation of people.
That shit happened. That shit started in 1994. Prior to 1994, they was calling themselves fathers. I forgot the fucking song. The song might come to me. When the song in 1994, when they first started calling a father baby daddy.
Baby daddy.
I know one like in 97 was like,
daddy
who is this, my baby daddy?
Okay. There's a song in 1994. It's kind of escaping me right now. Huh?
That's like 2001.
It's
Yeah.
Yeah, it came out the year.
It's a song in 1994. It kind of escaped me right now. But they first came with the concept of baby daddy, right? And from there, it grew, right? Prior to that, when you had Mrs. Jones, all them songs,
Mm-hmm.
they were calling it. There was acknowledging this is my father. This is my. You had the 50s, 60s.
Yep.
The woman and the man were acknowledging, I'm that baby's father. There was no baby daddy, man.
Mm-hmm.
That was a way to psychologically belittle Jake and put Jake in that mindset.
Yep.
What the fuck is a baby daddy? That's a low life nigga that ain't doing nothing for a child.
That's a sperm donor.
I'm a father.
Yeah.
I'm here. I'm setting up law and order in the house, man. I ain't no god. Hey, man, it's a difference. It's a difference between a baby daddy and a father. Right?
Right, man. But like this bitch said in this podcast concerning the so-called black man, she said he's a producer. Meaning he's just there to produce babies. That's how your enemy sees you, man. All right, but brother, you still have some more there?
Just the end of it.
Okay.
O my people, they which lead thee, cause thee to err.
So if you control my leader, you control me. You control my woman. You control my mother. You control the Christianity, feminism. You control my mother. If you control my mother, you control me, man. You put my father in a position of no power. You take him out the picture. Father figure. What is a figure? It's an image.
That's it.
So I don't have an image to emulate. This is more than, yeah, we kings. Yeah, they put us in slavery. No, we have to unplug from this psychological attack this man bestowed upon us. So the father figure, the dominant male has been taken from the household, the strong man. So as a young boy, you have in your engineering to go mimic some man. As a young boy, you are going to copy some man. Who did he replace our father figures with?
Trans.
Rappers,
Rappers.
basketball players. You know, what did you say, brother?
Trannies.
That too. That too. Well, I think it was Charles the White that said this. Like, if you got a woman caked up in makeup, and she got BBLs, fake big breasts, and she got makeup and weave on, what separates her from a transformer? Nothing. If your son is 7 years old and he used to seeing you with fake hair, fake eyelashes, fake breasts, fake butt, what separates you from the identity of a transformer? It's hard for a transformer to imitate a natural woman. But these little fake, sexy, all this weird shit, a transformer can imitate that. We used to say you a weave and fake eyelashes and fake breasts and fake butts, man. You already got a nigga spirit. Like NWA, you a black woman is a nigga with an attitude.
That's it.
So we already used to seeing that, man. So now a transformer can easily emulate that, man. Eve already got that testosterone where she got them strong features because of cigarettes and whatever.
Yeah. Very masculine.
The woman been reduced to nothing but a sexual object.
Yep.
Like I say, the training can imitate them. Because you don't see the training, all right, trying to sew clothes. Okay. You know, a transformer growing a garden, you know, an herbal garden, you know, or making pistachio ice cream. You don't see a transformer doing that.
Or even teaching hygiene, proper hygiene.
Yep.
That's it.
Feminine hygiene, feminine care.
You just see them imitating, all right, their ratchet, you know, over-sexualized, okay, character known as the nigga woman today, man.
That's it.
When I was coming up down here,
Jezebel spirit.
you had etiquette class, man. They show you how to, they show you 3 forks to eat, you know, how to cut a steak. They was doing that shit in school down here at one time. How to tell a woman to cross her legs when she sit down. Yep. Now these hoes drink a beer, they sit right there, you can see them open.
And they drink harder than us. Yeah. This girl was like, this little chick was like, come drink some liquor, nigga. And that's how she talked, like, she's trying to give me the drink. I'm like, come on, nigga. Yeah. I got the bottle. I'm like, the bottle about gone.
Grab a crunch. Yeah, grab a crunch.
Yeah.
And she liked me. So she liked me. But that's how she is, you know. She was like, nigga, you drink, nigga. You know, but I ain't drink. I'm like, damn, you drunk all this shit, man. I don't drink like that, man. But like, they out niggered us, man. Now, he's about her side, nigga. You know, he ain't out to the phone with one of my niggas stuck to one female. You know, he's been out niggas, man. He walking up. I know y'all watch Papa Balloon, and you know what's that dude named Narco? The rapping nigga with the weird voice. But anyway, I know, right? That's how you know you men of the Lord. But he was like, "So nigga, you smoke, you drink?" He was like, "Nah." It's like, "Nigga, so you a lame ass nigga?" This E walking up on dude like, "You smoke, you drink?" He's like, "No, I don't smoke, I don't drink." So basically, you a lame ass nigga. Like this young woman coming at you with that energy, man. Yeah. So yeah. Eve out niggered us, man. So you might, don't be surprised if they start messing with Transformers, man.
I didn't see these hoes out here fight on bare country, barefooted, knees and all. Fighting, titties out, rolling on the ground, man. They rougher than men.
Yeah. Like the scriptures call them beasts, call niggas beasts.
Yep. See, you've been stripped of something called femininity. Drake has been stripped of something called masculinity. Jake has been stripped of something called confidence. Jake has also been stripped of something called intelligence. Because part of the attribute of a so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American man is that you're confident and you're intelligent. That's what makes you a leader. All right? But we've been raised under the matriarch, so now Jake self-doubts. And also, Jake struggled in the school system. The school system was not engineered to cultivate a Jake. It was engineered to send your ass to prison.
Right.
So after the 19th grade, a lot of your partners started missing. Tell me I'm lying. We all went to high school. By the 19th grade, after the 19th grade, Jake started missing. Like, damn, what Catavia is at?
That's middle school.
Yeah. Middle school. So this is just it's a new demonic plantation. Now it's on your mind. The shackle is not around your neck or on your hands. It's in your mind. So YAHAWASHI is doing a great work, man, because he's loose thyself from, like, what's it take thyself from the dust Thus is confusion. All right? But now the Spirit is breaking down what confusion had us all messed up. All right? Yes, you got to go. All right. Are you can finish that?
O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err and destroy the way of thy paths.
NBA Youngboy calls our people to err. Lucy calls our people to err. And it wasn't one dude. If you want to get deep, after 70 AD, we all started falling astray. We went into being Moors and all the other stuff. But I would think it accelerated, after slavery? And then when Esau started, the 60s. Because there's an old lion. When Esau started controlling us through our music, when he started offing leaders, started picking off leaders, started incarcerating leaders, started infiltrating leadership, started having puppet leaders. After that, the music got big. And we went from having like revolutionary leaders to like drug dealer leaders. What's that movie Superfly? That was the beginning of making a nigga in the 21st century, man. Yeah. That's when Esau started controlling that narrative in the path, in the direction that the so-called black man will go. Yep.
Because prior to that, this shit, hip-hop ain't nothing but 50 years old. Yeah. So prior to that, when you had KRS-One, Rakim, Big Daddy Kane, all right, all those guys were considered conscious rappers. Yep. They rapped with a purpose, with a meaning. They had substance, at least behind what they were saying of coming from up under the so-called white man. And then they invented what? Through a gangster rap with that goddamn gutter right out there in California, Eazy-E. From there, it evolved into what you see today through the prison industrial complex. All that old rough, tough, big ass pants, that was in enslaving niggas into the prison system. Get you caught up because they already had the plans of doing what? From 1984 to 1987. Probably much dope they can get in here. Yep. Because I remember as a little boy watching cops. Them niggas who got them little stupid lights on their car. The biggest thing they ever had out here was just weed. You got dope on you. He talking about weed. And I think at the time heroin. But then 1994, when they went over there and got them fucking poppy seeds and brought that shit back. I'm talking about you. Go watch Jackson, Mississippi, 1983 or 1979 and 1980. You'll see niggas with their pants up. Nice, decent looking guy, suspenders on. The women got dresses. 1984 hit crack era. Totally just ran through that shit, man.
And Jackson, I'm sorry.
Go ahead, you got it.
Jackson's small as hell, so it was easy to conquer. Yeah. I think Memphis got hit in '86.
Yeah, they were fucked up.
So my dad was telling me like how your trucking buddy, your coworker, go from being a middle class provider to a crack fiend. You getting off work, leaving a job, going to a crack house, trade your diapers in for crack. Yeah. You know how many niggas got struck off? Like the 80s Jake that was in their 20s back in the 80s?
Our uncles, mothers, that was their era.
40 fucking years later, they still struck off on the needle, man. So like these were attacks. So when we look at drugs, we don't look at it like this is an attack for the so-called white man. Crack, heroin, it's an attack. Black warfare. Come on, man. Processed food.
And it was made in USC. You know, like you go, they made that in Berkeley, man. Them there in the USC. You know, they came up with it. Like how did Jake come up with their chemistry for their drugs, man? There ain't no random, chemistry for that. You know, to turn cocaine, all right, into that substance, man.
And so you
right along with the CIA. You watch that sitcom called Snowfall.
Yeah.
Yep. That guy Snowfall.
The beginning.
No, so they blatantly said it.
Yeah.
He was at a bar. It was like, so basically, you gave us crack cocaine to destroy us, and you used that money to fund a nigga right in the war to destroy. Like he's like, yeah.
In the real Rick Ross, not that fucking fat character.
Yeah, that rapper.
From Miami. I'm talking about the real Rick Ross. I tell you, he said basically Ronald Reagan was selling. I was selling dope from Ronald Reagan, and Ronald Reagan was selling dope from me. Yeah. You know, and that whole thing trying to do what? Destroying homes. You had Jacob at one time was a top family for marriage and everything. That shit systematically ran through our people, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They hook you to the drug, then they put us in prison for using the drug. But then when the Lord turned that cursor back around on them, and Esau started getting addicted, they didn't go to jail. They got rehab.
Yeah.
That's right. So if we had prison the pipeline, we did the prison, but they got rehabilitation.
A lot of our supervisors and plant managers are drug fiends, or they're recovering drug fiends. So you a hard-working Jake that never got on a hard drug, most likely. You coming in through a temp agency. Your Edomite supervisor was a drug addict, but because of this system, he got rehabilitated, and it's automatically this nigga's a supervisor, man. You know?
Yeah, I learned that in oil and gas. When Jake get popped for whatever they on, they go tap something on the lift. They go fuck a pipe up. You gotta go do a drug test right
then.
I learned from the white boy. Said, look, all you gotta do, man, is say you need. Yeah, I'm on the drug, but I need rehabilitation, rehab, and all that shit just go away.
Because what was the other law? That 5-ounce law with crack. You get caught with so many ounces, it's automatically 5 years. I forgot how many ounces, but you get caught with so many. So how can you get caught for being a fucking victim? How can you get caught for being a fiend? It was a rock, man.
Like pretty much a rock. You know, like grams.
If it's actual cocaine, you get caught with that, it's not a big deal. Because that's what Esau had. You got cocaine, the pure substance, you get a slap on the wrist. You get the pure substance mixed with baking soda. Yeah. Oh, you throw him under the jail.
Yeah.
And you know how this, you know how we know his hidden hands behind every agenda is the same hidden hands? Because what does he do? He takes what the Heavenly Father makes it, and he processes it. He takes the coca leaf, which is used by Gad, I think it's the Incan. When they were going high elevation at the mountains, the coca leaf would open up their nostrils so they could breathe in high elevation. He took the coca leaf and extracted it into cocaine. He took that cocaine and then refined it into crack. So what does he do with, say, a sugar cane? He takes the sugar cane and extract it into processed sugar. The word is processed. He takes what the Heavenly Father makes from his earth, he processes it. Well, with his process, I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah, I'm agreeing.
What his process is concentrated.
Yep.
How does our brain react to anything concentrated? It overstimulates the dopamine. So, for example, sugar automatically stimulates the dopamine. Like a fruit, it's like, oh shit, fruit is good, right? But if you take that fructose and you concentrate it, it's high fructose. You take this cane sugar, this liquid, and you extract it. You take the nutrients out. The only thing that's left is the sugar part. And you take that, now it's a drug. Sugar rush. So now an Oreo is more addictive than cocaine. So now your kid is an addict. The yellow 5s, the yellow 6, the colorful candy. Your kid is not asking for apples and oranges. It's asking for Skittles and Starbursts. All right? Your kid is literally a drug addict. Our kids are drug addicts, man. So, but he used the same method. He takes the comfort of Heavenly Father's earth. He takes it and it makes a carbon copy, and he processes it. By processing it, you strip the life out, leave the sugar or the extracts, and your brain is overstimulated.
Like that sugar that you got in your house, that refined sugar, that's dope.
It's dope.
That's dope. That's the you can put crack cocaine, whatever, and put that sugar right there. It's the same thing. Your children be running up the walls. Then once you start to actually keep putting it in your body, what happens? Now you open yourself up to a bunch of diseases.
Cancer and
Because what feeds it? What feeds those things?
Inflammation.
Sugar and salt.
Right.
Sugar and salt feeds it.
I look at it like if sugar burns a hole in your teeth are made out of bones. What it's doing internally is you can't see, man.
This Habakkuk 2 and 15. Woe to him that giveth his neighbor drink, that puttest thy bottle to him, and making him drunken also, that thou mayest look on their nakedness.
This is the nature of your enemy. He gives you something, and then it comes back on top like, say, see, it was him. It wasn't just drugs and sugar. He gave us a philosophy that was anti-YAHAWAH, bahasham, and YAHAWASHI. The drink that he gave us was sin culture. The kryptonite, the Superman, the Israelite man on this sign, the so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American man, is the Superman of Yahawah Bahasham Shai. He's so-called God manifested on the earth. What's his kryptonite? Transgression from God. His kryptonite is sin. So he gave us a culture. This so-called white man gave us a culture and called it sin culture. So now it's cool to commit adultery. It's cool to still eat pork, catfish, shrimp. It's cool to kill this other Israelite man. And the way you know it's MK Ultra or mind control or sorcery or whatever you want to call it, how can you walk right past a so-called white man that put you here and aim at a dude that look just like you? Right. Both of y'all got big lips. Both of y'all got big noses. Both of y'all dark skin. And that's your enemy? You got a tattoo somewhere on your body of a so-called a foreign god, man. So that's how you know that our people are under hypnosis, man.
That's it.
You know, they're asleep, man. And it's not theoretical. This is real, man.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 30. Start at the top. It says, "Woe to the rebellious children, said Yahawah, that take counsel, but not of me."
You take counsel in your religion. You take counsel in your school system because you went into bachelor's degrees, your master's degrees, your doctor's degrees. All right? That's counsel. All right? You want to join the military. You want to pick up these, because like brothers that's been into gangs, that's really into gangs, they'll tell you that basically these gangs are like religious. They come with a creed and a belief system. So this is what, brothers that have been in the gangs tell me. So they're still taking counsel, man. That's not where you come from. You came from the laws, statutes, and commandments. Your power, Yahawah Bahasham Shai, came here on a mountain. He came on a chariot on a mountain, Mount Sinai, and gave you laws. 613 of them. Broken down into different divisions so you can self-govern as a nation. He gave us laws on how to eat food. He gave us laws on how to rent out property to your neighbor, rent out land to your neighbor. He gave us laws how to deal with disputes, civil laws. He gave us judicial laws. Then not only that, through his spirit and his inspiration, he gave us wisdom of wise old men in our nation to give us exhortations. Wisdom. How to maneuver, like the book of Sirach is a book of wisdom. The book of Proverbs is a book of wisdom. Are you familiar with the book of Sirach? Yeah. So the book of Sirach, the 41st chapter. All right. When you read about etiquette, and being royal, where did they get that from? When you look at Europe and they have a certain prestige about them, where do you think they got that from? The scriptures. It all started in the Middle East. Etiquette. Yep. I'm sorry, brother.
Even them other guys, the Italian guys, you look at the Costa Nostra and how they do things. It's all come from the scriptures, man.
Yeah.
I just seen that the beginning. You ever seen Godfather?
Yeah.
Yeah. How they were doing things to them. That was all scripture. Them jigs, man.
And the writer of the book, because they came from a book, he said he got everything from the account of King David. So the writer of the book that became the movie Godfather, the apostles went into it. They got it from the Book of Kings. So like Don Corleone was like King David. And the proof of that, when King Solomon inherited the throne, he had Benaniah as his right-hand man, his hitman. And he had Benaniah kill people that was in opposition to the throne. And what would he say? Follow upon him. Now, where did they have in the movie Godfather? Luca Brasi. And Don Corleone would have the give the order to hit certain men. But they got that from the scriptures. So Don Corleone was like a king. So everything comes from the scriptures. Even things you didn't think that came from the scriptures. Do something about etiquette. Isaiah 3rd chapter, where it talks about all the things that the Most High stripped from the so-called black woman, they went into etiquette. Because when it goes into like because one of the things was like the moons on their feet or the chains. It's vague now, but it's basically our women were forced to wear certain chains that connected their shoes, and forced them to walk with etiquette. You see? It was a tickle on the feet. If you go into the history of the tickling on the feet, it forced them to walk very close to each other. So what happened was it forced them to walk with etiquette. That's why I said in Deuteronomy, the woman that was tender and delicate. Don't you know your woman's supposed to be very thin and feminine? All right?
And your woman is supposed to be fat, tall, shape and shit.
Bro, I'm 5'8". maybe 5'9". But I'm about 200, man. The average woman weighs what I weigh. Or more.
When you have a thin woman, you have more to add on to her as far as having babies.
She has the capacity to pick up another 15, 20 pounds.
Yeah.
So she's 110, 115. She could pick up another 20 and carry a little extra weight. But if you are already 210, 220, 230, 240, 270, 300, you supposed to put a baby in you?
Real quick, this Isaiah 3:18. In that day, Yahweh will take away the bravery of their tinkling ornaments about their feet, and their calls and their round tires like the moon.
So women had a whole world within themselves. Like if you watch the movie One Night with the King, all right, where King Ahasuerus had all those concubines, and they had to basically audition to be a wife. They all had their little rooms where they had all their linens and their jewelry, where they could bask themselves in their femininity, man.
Yeah. Our women, one sought to put their foot on the ground, man. You know?
Not like you said, they street fighting barefooted. Yeah. And I said a lot of so-called black women were very dirty. At the bottom of their feet is very dirty, man. I can't really fathom that as a man because the bottom of my feet are not dirty.
Yeah, you get around and they smell like sweat.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Sweat on them, man.
Yeah. Like if they sit down and walk, you get that whiff of their, like somebody walk past you, you get that whiff. It's like, damn, Keisha.
You smell like outside.
You smell like outside, Keisha. You been inside, but you smell like outside from the inside, man.
Man, they don't care how they come outside. They just come outside any kind of honest.
You're not supposed to tell your woman, hey, baby, go take care of that.
I hate that bonnet shit.
The women that
bonnet, they put that hair hat on. They go around. I'm talking about from the top of the morning to the 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. They still got the shit on. I didn't see them going to the schoolhouse with that shit on, man.
Hey,
on the judge.
You know what they represent to the spirit? I'm sorry. A woman's hair is so what? So she got a button on her head. That represents the most I take of her. Yeah. I look at it like spiritual. I speak as a man. But it's like it's spiritual. Like it's like a signet that he took your glory away, man.
It's that same verse in the NLT. It says, on that day of judgment, the Lord will strip away everything that makes her beautiful.
Everything that makes you beautiful. Wait a minute. A woman's voice is supposed to do some of your pheromones, man. So your woman's voice supposed to be like, you know what I mean? Go ahead, though. Oh, it's I'm about to expound on that. Everything that makes her beautiful. Her hair. From a 1 through a 10, a woman can be like a 6. But if she got natural long hair, it up a couple points. She get a couple points for that, man. But it's a crown. All right?
But feminine woman that kind of girly that turns you on.
Even if she's like a 5 or a 6.
Yeah.
She can be like, okay, initially she's not that attractive, but she got that feminine energy, and that feminine energy makes you a little, you get that blood running. Lock you up. And she could be like a 5 or a 6 though. A little, you know? But yeah.
I never seen an ugly Israelite woman with an afro. Like a giant afro.
That shit's sexy.
Her face,
Yeah.
She just automatically looks bad. She got an afro.
But Eve get that hair hat with that carpet foundation. You look at the top of that. I look at the top. I'm like, damn, Eve. Like, what you doing, blonde? What you doing, blonde hair, Eve? All right.
I hate that shit. What they call that shit?
Lace front.
That lace front shit. Pulling that motherfucker over here. They gluing it down and put them baby things in the
I had one. Oh, go ahead, bro.
Yankee number 3 weed. That's what they call it. Yankee number 3.
Yeah. That's so great. I don't know. Hey,
Some slippers on.
hey, but what was I? Oh, yeah, so she got lace front.
Walk where the Flintstones are.
She built like a nigga too.
Hey, but
What's going on?
we losing, fellas.
We losing bad.
But hey, go ahead, bro.
I was gonna say, I was gonna say, but in the kingdom, the Lord gonna reverse the curse, and the so-called nigga, black woman, is gonna be the most desirable woman on earth.
Because she already is in a round, like when they put up the sexy reds and the Cardi B's, all the other nations like that shit. Like the women of the other nations, they like that shit. You know what I mean? So even if in her wretched state, she's not better than the other nations as far like in her prison, but she still got that influence. But
They follow it.
they follow it. They love that little outspoken stuff he be on, man.
Like Judah, the the head tribe.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? The influence of Judah as the nigga woman influenced the other women in the world too. Where you think they get all that sassiness?
Yeah.
The rebellion shit spirit. You got Moabite women doing it. You got even Edomite women down doing this shit, putting tats all over their body, acting wretched, man. You know?
You understand that Japanese song? Yeah, Japanese women say they never heard women talk about money, you know,
It make them feel empowered.
Yeah.
But hey, can you continue with that? Hey, cause but no, it's heavy. But hey, the feminine energy. The most I took your feminine energy, man. Like I said, in this kingdom, you will settle for a woman that's not beautiful, and she got that feminine spirit, man. But the most I took that from you, Eve,
It's a science to being a woman.
it's a science, bro.
Like, you know why I say, like, sisters that listen, the last thing you should be worried about is Daniel, the 8th chapter breakdown. Like, nah, man, it's a full-time curriculum to understand what a woman is, because Esau took y'all way left and dropped y'all off, man. He took you way away from being a woman and dropped y'all off to this ratchet, degenerate shit. So, as you come into this faith, man, the main thing for a woman is to learn how to be a woman, because it's a whole science that go to that, man.
Hey, what I did? Okay, come.
He indoctrinated you to starting with the women's liberation movement, man. The elites set that shit up and put so-called white women out there to influence you to think you have the same liberties that she does, man.
CIA agent Gloria Steinem.
Yep.
You know?
And she was a well-known CIA asset.
Yeah.
And once they set these programs up and these so-called leaders up, the white women get out the way and go back under her husband. Yep. Any one of these white women, you ask them right now, and I done dealt with a lot of them. Well, they want to be stay-at-home moms, man.
Yeah, that's straight.
Ask the black woman that. I don't want them niggas controlling me. You know? No, I don't want no man over me. Big gone, man. Gone.
Hey, you know something?
That old white.
Yeah, I'm trying to say. I was gonna bring it up.
Coming up. Yeah.
And you know, it's gotten so bad that the older women out here, like women in their 40s and 50s, are trying to catch up with the younger women.
They are. They figured out how to work TikTok. They figured out how to set the camera up on TikTok. Now, grandma doing it, twerking to that Iglo song.
I heard a quote that said, men see themselves in younger men. Women see themselves as younger women.
Yeah.
That's like, wow.
See, what these brothers talking about the sexy reds and all these people, we already told you before. The elite said, he who controls the image controls the people. So they control the image of what you want to see and what influence you to be. Right? And all these people here, these sexy reds and Cardi B and shit, them the ones destroying the youth, man.
And our people, if you get into the music industry, bro, our people don't understand that those are weapons.
Oh, yes.
Cardi B is a weapon. Sexy Red is a weapon.
Lotto, that bullshit.
Oh, and they say Lotto was like, yeah, she was like, I'll spend that $500 for you ever trap me. They rapping about abortions, man.
Beyonce.
Lizzo.
That one too. They gonna get the family too.
But yeah.
So they got an archetype, man. So these are weapons, man. So for you sisters to come out of that, hey, all praise to YAHAWASHI. Hey, but for us brothers, man, it was raised off Jeezy and T.I. and Boosie. No, we was under demonic spells, brothers. Now you might listen to a song or whatever. But nah, back then we was under fucking demonic spells, man. If you felt bad for not being a street dude, you was under a fucking demonic spell.
Yeah, we were talking about street dudes and drug dealers.
Yep.
And the glory that shit, you niggas do the drugs now.
Yeah.
That's the difference. You niggas you own the pills and y'all rap about perk 30s and shit. And you own that shit, man.
He in her 20s and as a fiend.
Yeah. And I hate the women. Yeah, bro, come on, bro. Come on. You have women say bro all fucking day.
She grew, man. You shouldn't
You know you
deal
like
with
a
that.
man, how you be punching you like
Color
this.
hair, she.
And a bush in your chest.
Yeah, I got this. You go back to me.
You do want to pray. Slap your cross your head. How you love him like?
You go ahead, man.
This is 1 Timothy 2. I'm going to start at 9. In like manner also that women adore themselves in modest apparel.
Modest apparel.
All right. With,
Oh, yeah, you're right. I'm glad you paused, man. Modest apparel, man. That's something that's foreign in our nation, especially with Eve. You know, modesty is attractive.
Yes.
That's what women don't understand. We're not that basic to where all we know is the butt and breast. But when a woman is modest, she exudes a different energy. It almost makes you trust her. You know, it's like, oh, this is a safe space. Modest energy creates a safe space, man. All right? And it also shows maturity because you're not seeking attention. Children seek attention. Little girls crave attention, whether it's from a father or whoever. So to be naked is like, I'm craving attention, man.
It also gives some of your imagination.
Right? It does.
Look at a woman covered up, wondering like, man, what does she look like under that?
And it's not exclusive because everyone is seeing the shape of your woman. So what's exclusive for you?
Nothing.
You know, the only thing between a woman being naked is just that little layer of clothing, man. You know, that little layer of material. So here it is, take your woman out of the town and everybody pretty much doesn't fantasize about your woman the whole time y'all out. And then you know, like energy is a big thing, man.
Yeah.
You know?
So how you a queen?
Yeah.
When everybody around town had you. How you a queen when everybody's seeing your body, man?
they are queen.
Right?
That's it. That's
I know
it.
what it means, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
They be saying.
Yeah,
How you a queen, man?
that's right.
When you the loudest thing in the fucking room or in the restaurant, man. Even that other bitch that just died, Queen Elizabeth, you barely heard her talk. You didn't see her body. You know? But you women over here, y'all, you the first to show your ass. You the first to put that ass cheek on that sink, man.
That BBL.
Yeah, you the first one to do that, man. And then when TikTok on, they turn around, and then you seeing
Instagram.
the gyration of her ass cheeks, man.
And then look at the comments like, you know?
Yeah.
Right.
That attention. Love that attention.
Jake, like, what's your cash out? Damn, man. DM me, man.
I'm a photographer.
You know you can just pay for some bots, right? Like, before you chase a harlot, just pay for a harlot. So, we're not saying, hey, brothers, go out and just buy harlots willy-nilly. But before you give your soul to a slut, man, because our forefather said, give not thyself over to a light woman. If all she got is her body, she's trash, man.
That's
so
it.
If you're going to do that, just pay for the bots, man.
That's it.
Hebrew style, man.
Keep rolling.
With shamefacedness and sobriety.
Oh, let's get into those words. Shamefaced, like a woman not looking you in the eye. Being bashful.
That shot, looking down.
Being embarrassed.
Yeah, looking down.
Y'all remember that, like in those old movies, like maybe like a Chinese movie? Women be like,
yeah.
What's the last time you seen Eve in your life do that?
Because you are.
You know? Yeah, what the fuck you looking at, nigga?
Yeah. What you looking at?
You know what
What is wrong with you?
Yeah, man. So shamefaced, and what's the other one? Sobriety? That means she not drunk.
That's right.
So Eve offered me a bottle of liquor. I grabbed the bottle like, Eve, what liquor? You drunk it all, man.
You ever seen one of them? Yeah, they hit the bottle.
Yeah.
They go wait the bottle up here.
But I know
Tequila shot.
You drinking down something. You trying to forget something, Eve. First of all, you oppressed too.
You forget about that uncle, bro.
Yeah, them traumas. The uncle, man. The nasty uncle, man. You know where them uncles come from? And them freaky ass family members and their freaky ass mama boyfriend? Because your enemy, the so-called white man, took that strong man out the household. He made it cool to not have your biological father in the household.
That's it.
Even as a man, when you see a woman walking with women, it's a different energy than a woman walking with the dad and the uncle and you know?
Family unit.
Yeah. So now, so-called white man made it cool to not have your biological father in the household, the lion, Mufasa. So when Mufasa's gone, guess what happened? When freaky ass boyfriends come, and weird ass uncle come, you're a little more comfortable around him. You see? I look at all you brothers, man. None of y'all are smiling right now. All y'all got austere faces, man. We're not meant to be friendly to these motherfuckers.
Yeah, no.
The Most High set us up to be able to rip somebody off or rip somebody's head off if they come fuck with your family. But what happens when they take you out the picture? Now your family's vulnerable, man.
Wide open.
Now Eve out here got touched at 6, 8, 11. Stepdad, uncle.
Why you touching little boys, man?
Yeah, touching little boy. Now them niggas all juicy and zesty and shit, get on the drill team and shit. And it's a ripple effect of taking a strong man out the household. All right, go ahead, brother.
It's the gospel according to St. Mark.
You can finish that and then you can continue yours, bro.
All right. Chapter 3, verse 27. No man can enter into a strong man's house and spoil his goods, except he will first bind the strong man, and then he will spoil his house.
You really think that another nation of people care what you had going on in your household? Like, he was really concerned about your husband ruling over you. Well, that was a chess move, man. Okay, if we get him out the picture, we can destroy the nation.
That's it.
Like this one chick said on TikTok, it was a trade-off. All right, I took a man out the household and gave you food stuff. Like, give me a son. Give me a son, I'm gonna incarcerate this nigga, man. All right, but go ahead with your brother.
Not with broided hair or gold or pearls or costly array, but which becometh women professing godliness with good works.
And part of the good works, like you got sisters that make moms and brothers, make beer moms, you know, make things. Even in your day-to-day life, man. Whatever you did in the world as a woman, let's do the opposite of it now. In the world, you were sought to compete with the so-called black man. Now, compliment your Israelite man. All right? You got to battle feminist demons. I already know it. I don't know you personally, but I know you battle feminist demons. I know if your man tell you something that you got a natural inclination to rebel from it. So now, practice being submissive. Practice saying, okay, what does my man like? How can I turn this apartment to his kingdom? You ever see that movie Queen and Slim? It's a pretty good movie. But you watch the movie Queen and Slim.
They were down here, matter of fact.
They weren't down here. The uncle. But the uncle had them holes in his house. You know what his horror said? He was like, out here, he said outside his house, he ain't shit. They're basically the reason why we let him play captain, and the reason why we let him act like he that guy, because outside this house he ain't shit. But inside here he the king. So that's how you Israelite women gotta look at it. If you know you're an Israelite, you know your man is an underdog in the world. You know he's overworked and underpaid. You know he's qualified and he's not working. He's not getting the reward of his works. So you gotta remind him that he's somebody in this motherfucker, man. All right. And that's pretty much the point when it comes to women, man. You have a purpose, man. Pour into your man. Pour into your man. A lot of women, they got their own agenda that's contrary to their man agenda. So it's two different agendas in the same house, man. All right.
That's what we do. We the bride of YAHAWASHI. He's crucified in Babylon, and we lifting him up. We glorifying our husband YAHAWASHI, our Lord.
And it's not cool because we supposed to be glorifying a low life Esau Edom. So now it's like y'all glorifying YAHAWASHI. Like if we show you a picture of a depiction of YAHAWASHI and we lift him up, it's like y'all glorifying him. What's he at? So the same thing with the Israelite woman. You should listen to your man. He must be a main nigga. You got a side nigga somewhere. Or you fully just submissive to him. Or you a slave. Right? You know? Yeah. There you go, man. So y'all got y'all influences that y'all got to battle as Israelite women, man. Yeah, man.
Our next verse sums up the hardest thing for the Israelite woman to do. And it's a blessing to you sisters out there that are able to do that, with your man. This is back in 1 Timothy 2, verse 11. Let the women learn in silence with all subjection.
All subjection, man. All right, and we know we're going to have trouble in the flesh. Even if you got a woman that's doing her best, y'all still going to have conflicts. But your mindset should be, my role is to serve him. Because brothers have had Israelite women that was more focused on a breakdown than their fucking role, man. Brothers have had Israelite women that all they want you to do is provide or whatever, and they just be nigga women, man. They finessing with the Hebrew thing, you know what I mean? Oh, you an Israelite man, you're supposed to provide, but you're not pouring into this situation, man. All right? So we can't let those Hebrew Israelite women from the streets try to finesse us, man. Because that's the finesse in the world is if you're not fully provided, you're not a man. So be aware of the devices of Satan. You know? Wait, did you ask me, brother? We get Romans like 1:26. How women went against their nature. And if you read Romans in the NLT, it explains how Romans was a description of the time before the flood. Romans, the first chapter, was a depiction of the time before the flood. Huh? All right.
Romans chapter 1. For this, we'll start 24.
Okay, come.
Wherefore the Most High also gave them up to uncleanness through the lust of their own hearts, to dishonor their own bodies between themselves.
NLT. Oh, okay, come. Nah, you don't have to get
It says, who changed the truth of the Most High into a lie, and worship and serve the creature more than the Creator.
Because if you go back to the time of the flood, Jake started idol worshiping, man. Not just Jake, just people. They started idol worshiping, and they went from worshiping the Most High. All right, Jake basically worshiping the Most High to worshiping idols and attributing it to the Most High and calling it the Most High. All right, but also you're gonna find out that we all have a human nature, and without the laws, human nature is nothing but animal nature. So what happened was before the flood, people started to deviate from the laws of the Heavenly Father and started to succumb to their lower devices, what we would call a lower nature. All right, whether it's theft, murder, adultery, idolatry, it's all in your lower nature. All right.
So, for this cause, the Most High gave them up unto vile affections. For even their women did change the natural use into that which is against nature.
So feminism took women out of their natural use. Having blonde hair, that's against nature. Being against your man, that's against nature. All right? Being naked in public, that's against nature.
Being the sole provider,
That's
for
against
a family.
nature.
Being the head of a family, like you say, all this rebellion against your nature. And that's why the woman finds herself bitter, because she's trying to operate, all right, outside of her nature, man.
Yeah.
You know, like the bitterness that you see on these women, they're trying to uphold to their standard that these songs and these movies tell them that they should be, but they're not built for them, man.
It's gonna give them no run.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you're left alone with the cat and the dog in the house. Multiple cats and dogs. Right? You snuggled up in that bed by yourself. You ain't gonna have, no man wants to deal with you. Right? Mostly because of how you act when you open your goddamn mouth. Then your history.
I was thinking that too, bro.
Then your history, man.
Because they can look at you and see that you have a body that's attractive. Then he started factoring in, like, what are you nefariously known to do, man? Ruin lives, basically. And then it's like, okay, the women from other nations, they're here in America. They have bodies too.
Then how can we forget their standards, man? They want you to bring. You gotta be this tall, this color hair,
Make this much money.
make this much money.
Mhm.
You gotta have the Mercedes AMG, and she has nothing to bring to the table but some funky ass box, man.
It's a bad kid.
And you see it through these shows, 20 versus 1. The standards are fucking through the roof, man. Even when my man Kevin Samuels was around, standards through the roof, man.
It was unrealistic.
Yeah, very.
And then Kevin Samuels, you know, he was in the world, but the Most High set him up to check feminism, man. the modern one
Took him out too.
Yeah, I believe so.
I
Talking to people is just the hardest. It's just me.
always said that.
From a guy,
Exactly.
some woman that you never even heard about, that he miraculously died in. She was a nurse. Then they took him out because of what he was bringing. Right? The Middle East don't want just like this truth. Starting back in 07, you talk about the red pill movement and being a man. The elders brought that on the scene in 07 on the internet, man.
Sure did.
For one video, Roth Escape.
Yep.
And from that time, this set the tone to how a man's supposed to be, man.
Right.
All right? So they don't want that to come out. Isaiah chapter 46 and verse 8. Remember this and show yourselves men, bring it again to mind, O you transgressors.
part of showing ourselves men is being obedient to YAHAWASHI and ruling over our household, man. And make sure our woman is within a certain order, man. Nobody said she goes not in a way that God made us have her, cut off and give her a building divorce. Not simp over naked women. But going back to the unrealistic standards, man. Like pop the balloon and all that. First of all, the average so-called black woman weighs more than the average so-called black man. But then you have these tattoos all over your body. Then you got what you say, these badass kids.
Here it is, they'll have these unrealistic standards, all right, for men. But then you look into their baby father, they be bombs.
Yep.
Yeah. You get pregnant by bombs, and then all of a sudden these standards come out of nowhere.
Yep. Then these hoes, they getting with them old swamp people, Duck Dynasty white boys now, man.
Yeah.
And that nigga, you don't have no standards for him. He come with the straggly beard, look all feeble, backwood looking and shit. You gonna procreate with that motherfucker too, man.
And she's not gonna abort that, baby.
No.
Hey, cause I would say that our women, they're under that mind control. Like when we went through slavery, the beat Christianity in us, it's like a form of witchcraft, man. To beat a foreign god in your mind, it's like a form of witchcraft. To see the standard of beauty as another nation of women, it's like a form of witchcraft. Our women never got healed from that.
You know, it's just me. You mess in my mind. You mess with the white boy. You done it, my boy.
Yeah.
And for you to get brutally graped on back then, you willingly lay down with this man. Something wrong with you, man.
Something is wrong with you. Stockholm syndrome.
Mm-hmm.
You fell in love with your captain, man. You look at him like he's a hero, man. I come to a realization. I say this as a man. The lower you respect, like the less you value somebody, the higher your standard for them. So if she doesn't value us at all, that's why her expectation is this high. But I've noticed that most of the Edomites that Eve get with, they're like 5'7", working construction, weirdo, because in her mind, he's esteemed higher, you know. But you can continue on with Romans first chapter.
It's back in Romans chapter 1, verse 25. It says, "Who changed the truth of the Most High into a lie, and worshipped and served the creature more than the Creator, who is blessed forever. For this cause the Most High gave them up unto vile affections."
The average Gen Z woman is a lesbian. The average woman under 30 is a lesbian, man. A so-called black woman is like a lesbian, man. That's called a vile affection. All right? Formal oral sex with each other is a vile affection, man. Having a threesome, getting gang bang, it's a vile affection, man. All right? That's a vile affection, man. Oh, hey, I think Charles and White said like those studs they get with, they don't be 6 feet. No.
You ain't lying.
They ain't got no six-pack.
Nothing.
They ain't making 6 figures in most cases. They hate us, man. They hate us. That's why they make it hard to access them, because they hate you. Unless you're a lowlife, unless you're a demon or a simp. So, nah, them studs don't be 6 feet, man. All right?
Or even their women did change the natural use into that which is against nature. And likewise also the men, leaving the natural use of the woman.
Meaning you become an alphabet gang member, man. You leave the natural use of the woman. Even you jail niggas, man, you running trainers on women, man. That's not a natural use, right? Mm-hmm. Or even the natural use of a woman is her being a help me to. Even you putting a woman over you, that's not the natural use of a woman, all right? It's more than just alphabet game mentality, all right?
Burn in their lust one toward another.
Because low key, a lot of so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American men are into transformers. Like I know people that went to like Puerto Rico. There's a lot of transformers in like Puerto Rico, and that's where they really get them jobs done. But even in the city, in the streets, a lot of niggas are into like he-she's, man. That's the thing, man. Lady boys, they into Lady Gagas, man. All right, because you low key like, you know, the Transformers, man. The lady boys, man.
White Howard spirit.
Yep. You got it.
It says, men with men working that which is unseemly.
In other words, laying down with another man. If you take that jail stuff, you bring it to the streets, or you just get, I don't know, you get, once I put spirits on you, a reprobate spirit, you just lust men.
That's how them P. Diddy's niggas do, man. You niggas in society, you get so vile to where you start getting millions and billions of dollars, and you surpass a woman. You gotta go, hey, I had it all, so I gotta go get something new now.
Yeah.
That's how them niggas be thinking.
Because the Most High didn't create, because you know what this man did? He turned sex into a drug.
Yes.
He turned sex into a drug. So now, just being with your woman and having sex, that's not enough. You gotta throw in another bitch.
Yeah.
And her freaky ass will offer that to you. Like, hey, I can bring Keisha. You know?
All these weird ass objects in here, too.
Yeah. She got all her toys.
Yeah.
But, look, you
rock
trying
and
to
roll.
turn sex into pornography. And your brain is addicted to this shit. So now she not enough. It's one thing to be polygynous, but it's another thing to really just playing out fantasies in your mind and you're never satisfied with it. And the more money you get, now you want to do more freaky and crazy and shit.
Yeah.
And just like a drug, your brain is never satisfied, man.
Sex supposed to be attached to a legacy.
Yep.
You know, going back to the natural roots of a woman was used to forge your legacy, man.
Yeah, but it's an exchange of energy too, man.
Yeah.
Right? You're applying your energy into her.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
And then it always sticks in whatever man sleeps with a woman, a portion of his DNA, his energy sticks with that woman.
Yep.
Right? And that's why a lot of these women be thrown all crazy because they have taken on all these different men over time.
Yep.
Right? Show you how powerful that. You opening up a whole other portal with sex, man. That's why even as a man, you jakes call yourself kings, you gotta be majestic, man. You gotta watch who you can't just be right here sleeping in the air and fucking about it, man. Some of these women not even worth none of your time. They even proper sleep with, man. So I'm gonna say this too. A lot of times amongst these men on this side, a lot of that shit be with these women be self-inflicted. You know she's thrown all crazy.
Yeah.
She been gave you the signs that she crazy. She done got mad, cut the shit up, or she didn't ran off with a temper tantrum. Them red flags. Should I stay or should I go? You know? But Jake loves the thrills, man.
It's unfinished business until you get the box.
Yeah.
That's how Jake feel, man. I'm trying to hit, man.
Oh, man, fuck all that. It's about peace.
Yeah. That's right. Protect your peace.
At all costs, man.
You know? But, okay, what's it over?
It says, men with men working that which is unseemly and receiving in themselves that recompense of their error which was meet.
Yeah, the recompense is what? Diseases, man. Ultimately, HIV. I know the stats for Jackson, Mississippi. 4 out of 10 most sexual, so-called black men have HIV. 4 out of 10. That's about half, man.
It's high down here, too.
Yeah.
It's extremely high down here, man.
A lot of new HIV cases popping up.
And Houston had
Oh,
42,000 in 1 week.
Oh, Jay.
You do you, man.
Burning.
70% of Americans don't wear rubbers. Then you got this casual dating shit, man.
Men dealing with men, men dealing with women. It's just a man. That's why it's called the ball, man. Like, it's not the natural use, of sex, man. To just get your rocks off. But Esau has everyone operate on their beach level, man. You know? And like you said, it's to the point to where Esau done ran sex in the ground so much, people trying to find something new to do, man. You know?
Women have come like that. You know, a man will pop something with solely no emotion to a woman. She pops a man, let a man pop. You can tell she has emotions to let a man open her up like that. But now they starting to act like the men. They have no emotion. He's out here fucking
callous.
Yeah,
no,
callous.
Yeah. Rihanna say, just another nigga on the hit list.
Come on, man.
But when women come in that spirit, it make them feel empowered.
Yeah.
Like, they'll say, I smashed her.
Yes,
Yeah. They'll say, I smashed her.
Yes.
There's a saying that goes, she's not your girl, it's just your turn.
Right.
They can't pair bond because
Hey.
I was
looking at
because if once a woman is, after she's dealt with the man, another man after she lost her virginity, every other man is not gonna, measure up, and she won't be able to pair bond. So that's why all these relationships only last for so long before they fall apart.
I'm sorry, bro. I was gonna say, 90% of these women There's nothing that you can do sexually with them that they ain't done before. Yeah. All that hollering and shaking, niggas been doing that for decades. So think about it, we've been fucking for decades. Brothers and older, we've been men and women, we've been fucking for decades. You know what I'm saying? So
ain't no more shaking them sheets.
Yeah.
No different.
Yeah.
These fucking women, they didn't have men and women, man. Yeah. All type of odd, and like especially you go there with the Edomites gonna roll you out.
Yeah.
They do all types of weird ass shit, man.
You might see a kangaroo.
Yeah.
He looking at you like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Bring him in.
Yeah. And they got Saints hat on.
Yeah. What's going on, man?
City that is spiritual Sodom and Egypt. You got it, brother.
Yeah.
See it?
Wild spirit out here.
Oh yeah.
You know, it kind of backs up what you were talking about earlier about how Esau takes, you know, the natural use of everything and just makes it artificial and manufactures it to his own way.
He refines it, man.
This is Sirach 39. I'm gonna start at 25. For good are good things created from the beginning, so evil things for sinners. The principal things
Say for good,
for good are good things created from the beginning, so evil things for sinners. And with this next thing, you can add sex into it, anything that was, you know, had a natural purpose. The principal things for the whole use of man's life are water, fire, iron.
Oh, wait a minute. So, I was reading about low testosterone, right? You know, so I want to get my testosterone up, man. And the first thing that came up was the water in the bottles. So you drinking water, and there's certain bottles that got a BPA and all this other stuff. Yeah. There's certain bottles got a certain BPA, and it lowers your testosterone. So we the generation that got the lowest testosterone. All right? Our granddad testicles was like baseballs, man. I'm not trying to be funny, but they actually measured it because your testosterone is what holds, you know, sperm and the testosterone and all that. So our granddads, they had testosterone the size of baseballs, man. That's why, like, you know, World War I, instead of the so-called black man, when we went over there to Europe to fight, the so-called black man had a tail, but it was in the front. All right, so you said the perfect thing for the whole use of man was water, right? So this man poisoned water. We drinking out of plastic, and certain plastics lowers the testosterone. So that's why you 20 with a low sex drive, man. All right? Well, you've been watching pornography since you 10, so we actually start having sex. You ain't doing shit. Your libido low. You didn't overstimulate your dopamine, overstimulating your fucking senses. All right, go ahead.
Fire, iron, and salt, flour of wheat.
Well, like I asked,
you got it, bro.
What the brother's saying, you know, brother, and that's, you know, especially if brothers ain't got no women, because you got women, you got Duke and Neville, so you got things, but that semen retention, they help reset your libido, you know, because like you said, we grew up over stimulated to the point, you know, you lose sensitivity down there, man.
Then you gotta watch that shit too. I know study that shit goes back to the Indian god. That shit can damn near put demons on it too. Semen retention shit.
That's a balance. Like they be going hundreds of days and shit. But even like you gotta think like
At some point.
Yeah. I'm not saying that you be but I'm saying like, cause you gotta think about it. When your woman on her monthly, you can't deal. So it had natural, you know, even the Sabbath itself. That's why you reset at least once a week. You know, then you had the time, say she's on her menstrual, you reset. But just saying that in the situation that we in, like, it's cool because we've been so engulfed in it. Yeah. So it's good to step back from it. Not to get into mythology and shit. You know, but it's just good to step back from it, let your body reset and get back to it.
Just to complement what you said, you can reserve yourself for quality. You can just reserve yourself for something that's ideal for you as opposed to just releasing. Or like I just speak as a man, you know, not giving yourself artificial release through stuff you watching. You know, because that's gonna lower the libido. You know, so you're a man, you might find yourself doing it here and there, but it's making like this routine, doing this all day, every day, just by watching it in your phone, you know, let it build up. Let the beat build, man. But this society has lowered our testosterone, so it'll behoove you to exercise frequently. And that's another way, like if you don't have a woman, all right, of course you're gonna be horny, man. But if you have a consistent exercise routine, that helps. If you're not by yourself all the time, you find yourself like your flesh turning against you. You know how it is. You doing crazy shit by yourself. All right, get you a gym membership, man. Get you that routine about yourself where you exercising, man. Discipline. Stop eating so much processed food. You don't eat out bullshit from time to time. Don't make it a day-to-day routine. You always eat processed food. Because I believe that puts a demonic vibration on you, man. Eat processed food, no nutrients. So if you're not putting nutrients in your body, what are you putting in your body? Chemicals. And chemicals alter your mind. Chemicals alter your mind, man. All right? And what's that in Sirach? Your brother gets Sirach 30. I want brothers to get all the scriptures that they were holding. I don't want to clinch that. But also brothers can hold Sirach where it goes into health. Health in good estate. You know? Hey, you know how much it costs to go to a park and do pull-ups? Not a motherfucking thing, man. Do some push-ups. Hey, you can do 2 push-ups. That's a start. 2 correct push-ups and start. Do pull-ups. You're probably thinking, man, these men reading the Bible. What does that have to do with the Bible? Don't you understand part of the spiritual attack is a physical attack? If your body is weak and decrepit, how can you be in tune with the spirit?
Brothers been getting into the sauna. Go to the sauna and spit out all these impurities and shit that's in your body.
Sweat.
Say it again.
Exercise do help out with your mentality.
With your metabolism?
No, mentality. Yeah.
Your mentality. You know, exercise helps get out demons too. Because demons formulate in a toxic environment. So if you have a dirty swamp, it's going to bring in like little mosquitoes and shit. But if your mind is dirty, if your body is dirty, the house is dirty, it's going to bring in unclean spirits, man. You know, you at a low frequency, so to speak. All right? It's a fight, man. I'm not saying I win every day, I'm just on point, but I fight, man. All right? And then,
I got this. He wants this rock. I'll get y'all first. No, he said I'll get y'all first.
This is back in Sirach 26. And hey, we're just talking about diet and processed foods.
Yeah.
Flour of wheat, honey, milk, and the blood of the grape.
Okay, flour of wheat, that's bread. Now, in this society, they demonize bread. But the reason why it's demonized is because it's processed. Real bread's mold after about 3 days. So, real bread is actually good, man. It's a good way to put substance in your body, all right, without eating a full meal. It'll hold you up for the day. All right, go ahead. They said flour of wheat, they said honey. Honey gives you energy, and it's sweet. Take like sweets. All right, honey has a lot of nutrients, man. All right, go ahead.
They got fake honey.
They got fake honey now.
Yeah, you look on the back of the honey shouldn't have other chemicals and ingredients in it. They'll say you got to then get pure organic honey. All the honey they say honey, that's fake honey.
Right.
Man, really produce fake honey now.
If I'm not mistaken, man, honey it has a thick viscosity. I've had honey lately, it's like it has a thinner viscosity. Yeah, man. Like, it's dripping out too fast, man. All right.
Well, you need to get Manuka honey.
Yeah, Manuka honey is good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he saw the fucking devil. Why is this stuff easily available? Because Manuka it's more expensive.
It's super.
It's like $20. $20 for something this big.
Yeah, man. Don't you know organic anything is a scam? If it came straight from the earth, this ain't your product, nigga. You can't put a step on it to call it organic. It's straight from the earth, nigga.
He has it to where you can't patent anything that comes from nature.
Yeah.
So like that's why you use so much chemicals.
Yeah.
It's the same thing for if you want to build like a generator or something and power like 30 homes. Anything that defies the laws of physics, you go to jail for.
Water is a generator. You got something like what called a hydro generator or something like that. You think water is power.
Right.
All right. And you saying something, brother?
Yeah, because everything out here comes from nature, man. These cars, man, everything comes from nature. He wants to govern it all to himself. Right? That's what the scripture says in Lamentations about the water we pay for water. Yeah. This nigga.
Water bill.
Yeah. I tell you, brother, when I was in Houston, they came up with they was trying to come up with a law to tax you on the air you breathe. But in the whole city, it was like one of the top polluted cities with smog and chemicals, man. This nigga want to charge you a tax just breathe, you know?
Carbon footprint.
Yeah.
Carbon emissions.
This nigga here, man.
You ready to come up with that?
No, look at that tall ass building. How the fuck you make a building that tall for? It looks like a penis, man.
Yeah.
It's an obelisk, man.
Yeah.
You start worshiping obelisks, man. We're in a mountain. This is against nature, man. All these pyramids. This is why I'm looking like this and moving my body. Good job. And then you go to the gym, and you go a week or two without the gym, you go right back to your fat, old, sick self, man. Go 2 weeks without working out.
Yep.
Done. Back in day one, I was doing this for 3 months straight, man. 2 weeks and I'm back, Homer Simpson, like shit.
Back hurting like a hoe.
Because the way he has society, it can't sustain us. The food is garbage, man. Trash, man. All right?
Milk and the blood of the grape.
Because in the ancient world, drinking milk was like drinking the Gatorade. Milk is actually like a dainty. Because it has the protein, fat, and carbs. I'm not sure about the carbs.
Cow's milk.
No. Okay, ghost milk, sheep milk,
Goat milk.
ghost milk.
The milk we drink today comes from Holstein cows. Those are the same cows that you got from the farms y'all was seeing on the news back in the day where they had mad cow disease. It was black and white cows with the big stomachs, and real skinny and look frail. That's where they milk you from. But you know, you're supposed to drink milk, goats, because it processes and it digests in your system better. The Holstein cows, they got snot in it, man.
Pus.
They got pus and shit.
Yeah.
Blood.
The cows aren't pregnant out here. So they do like a forced pregnancy just to get the cows to produce milk on demand. So it's low grade, man.
And then year round.
Year round. So this society, it takes things that's not evil and makes it harmful because of supply and demand. So that's why you pumping the chickens with your steroids, all right? You feeding cows corn, forcing them to get pregnant, soy.
They need everything that we cook. You don't supposed to cook with canola oil. You don't supposed to cook with
Seed oils.
all them different oils. That shit is processed, man.
Yeah.
Right? You supposed to avocado oil is one that you really supposed to use. You know, but this is double though, man.
I put proof to prove what y'all saying about the goats milk. Proverbs 27:27, and thou shalt have goat's milk enough for thy food, for the food of thy household, and for the maintenance for thy maidens.
That's why Esau don't allow that to be sold in stores.
Yeah.
And they do, but it's high. Go to, I forgot the name of it, the brand. Go to Whole Foods and get this.
Yeah.
This goat's milk. It got a little goat on it. It got
Yeah.
purple. There's a purple and white carton.
Yeah.
She's gonna knock your socks off for that
Yeah.
shit, man.
You gotta pick up a side hustle. This is where the
I don't think they got that in Walmart.
Just to get the milk.
You can't find it in
But you
Walmart.
know what? We're farmers, and we all supposed to have access to the earth. So brother's supposed to have a couple goats in his backyard, man. We're not supposed to live. This not normal, man.
Yeah, but that's what they did too, brother. They purposely took all you jakes that was living in the country, that had a John Deere tractor, had a plow, you had all that shit, and they sold you to living in these cities, these concrete jungles, man. Now the nature of living outdoors and doing everything with scratch, that shit gone.
Yep. Convenience robbed us of sovereignty, man.
Yeah.
Of independence.
Hey, watch these. Yeah. You just don't get out the car and go looking at the goddamn hell. What's going on? Watch these.
What you were saying, bro?
Yeah,
Con. And the blood of the grape and oil and clothing. All these things.
All blood of the grape. Hey, because most of this wine is GMO. But one of us brothers supposed to have a vineyard.
Yeah.
Out of all of us, one of us supposed to have a vineyard, man.
Take that wine.
And we're not supposed to have like fast food restaurants, man. We're supposed to have farmers markets. All right, so like you said, sovereignty. I mean, this is convenience for sovereignty. Brother's supposed to take his skill and his trade, and on certain days of the week, you get the farmers market, man. So you have grapes at the farmers market, you have wine at the farmers market.
currency and real resources.
Currency is real. It's a barter system, man.
Take it away from the society.
Yeah, and you might have had gold, and you had the shekels too. But you see how you run a self-sustained society without all this convenience stuff?
Like an ant.
Yep.
The goal would be for a situation when I might not have nothing that this brother wants, but I can give him gold. He always gonna want gold. I might not have the resources he wants to trade. Like he might be good. Yeah. So if I got gold, well, I can always offer gold as a trade.
Because gold will never rot. It'll never mold. It'll never get expired.
When the last time you seen a silver dollar, brother?
It's been a long time.
Long time.
It's been a long time. It's been a
We used to have silver dollars and shit, $2 coins and shit, man. Little gold coins. Now you don't even see this shit no more. They Generation Z don't even know what the hell we talking about.
Nah. It's just cash in. They're not on TikTok. You know? Go ahead.
And oil.
Oh, oil. Yeah, I was just talking about seed oils, man. Because how do you make breads and cakes? You know? How do you cook with oil? Real oil, olive oil, like you said, avocado oil. You have cold pressed oil, and oil is powerful. Because like in Isaiah, it goes into what? The oil of cumin, which is black seed oil. All right? A lot of seeds can extract oil. Sunflower seed oil. You put the sunflower seed on your face, man. All right? The oils, man. But this is something that we lost here in Babal, man. All right?
Yep.
That's part of Hebrew. That's part of our culture.
Seed oil.
Oil, man.
Yeah.
All right? The 10 man say, oil. I mean, oil. This is the new oil, though. All right?
Yeah.
And clothing. All these things are good. All these things are for good to the godly. So to the sinners are they turned into evil.
So we're supposed to have access and skill on how to extract and utilize these things, as the brother was saying, to help a self-sustained society, man. All right? That's how you know we're messed up, man. And now you see what Christianity did to our people. All right? It took self-sufficiency away from us. Now you see what feminism did to our people. It took the woman using her role to compliment the man and help the man build and pour into his legacy. Now you see what street culture did. They made the so-called black man useless. Black, Hispanic, and Native American man. But especially that so-called black man.
Yep.
You know? All right, go ahead, brother.
It's the book of Ecclesiastes 5, verse 9. Moreover, the profit of the earth is for all. The king himself is served by the field.
The profit of the earth is for all. The king of himself is served by the field, man. See, when you're institutionalized in this concrete cement jungle, you think Esau is God. He brought these grapes to your store. He brought these graham crackers to your store. These Pop-Tarts. Everything has a source. The earth is a source. What do you do with all these men from your nation? You build them up to utilize the sources or the resources to benefit your nation, man. We can't all be basketball players and rappers, man. All right? You're supposed to have the skill to utilize the earth to sustain your people. And in turn, you take care of your family. You know? So you get all that knowledge back, man. And in the kingdom, you're gonna have servants because servants come with land. You got acres of land, you're not gonna be out there to show land.
So you use that same land and pay off, to pay your servant salary.
Yep.
You know? Going back to salary goes back to salt, which is the mineral. All right, the reason why, those we have those big estates. Okay, they wasn't paying servants with money. It was room, board, and resources, man.
It's in the scripture. The Romans do that with something.
Yeah.
I can't remember the scripture.
Days Wade, yep.
Yeah, they got it. So, yeah.
Yep. So when you have these major estates, you can give your servant 2 acres of land and sustain themselves.
Right.
You see? Yep. If he got a family, depending on the size of the family, you would give them a portion of your land. That's why you get the term landlord. You know? Yep. And they will give you, a percentage of what they brought forth. All right? And you will allow them to form on your land. You know? So we're going back to, and then when you do it like that, it's an abundance. You see, Esau, he's the middleman of the resources, so he's able to shut the switch on and off and create, all right, a shortage. You know? To create, scarcity. Okay? And that's what he's going to do now when he shut the grid down. It's going to create a scarcity. Because the family ain't going to be because ain't no food on the earth. It's gonna be because he's gonna shut people off from access to the food, man. You know?
Yep. Then he's gonna have a solution ready for you.
Yep.
Rock. All this cycles back to the survival.
Oh, yeah. Okay. It's the book of Sirach, chapter 30, verse 15. Health. I started at 14. It says, "Better is the poor being sound and strong of constitution than a rich man that is afflicted in his body."
Yeah, you rich, right? But you got chronic illnesses. You got heart disease, man. The #1 cause of death for the so-called black man after the age of 44 is heart disease, man. So, yeah, you might got a couple bands in the bank. You might got a nice 401k. But live your heart and fight like hell to get blood through the system, man. All right? It's better to be a low-income dude, you know, that's healthy, man. Or healthier. They can drop down and do 50 push-ups. They can run a good mile, man. How many of us can run a mile, man? By a show of hands, how many of us can run a mile, man? You know? All right? I know this brother can run a mile. But you know what? We should be able to run. Man, it's not in the scriptures. Yeah, but given the context of what the fuck we are and how easy it is for us to be worn down, we should be able to get on a tread. I'm not gonna say run on the concrete, but at least ride our bicycles for a few miles. You know, if you got a gym membership, yeah.
I'd rather
Get on a treadmill. Get on a treadmill, and what you would do, power walk.
Walk that bitch.
Yeah.
Really, you get in the best shape walking uphill. Yeah. That bitch on like 3.5 miles an hour and just walk uphill.
Yep.
That bitch on an incline and just walk.
And because I don't, you know, the apostles going into like running on the treadmill, not really good. But any type of power walking, like you said, incline, got your heart pumping, got you sweating on the top of your head.
You're supposed to sweat.
You're supposed to sweat.
You're supposed to sweat.
How do you get toxins out of your body? One way is sweating. The other way is bowel movements. A lot of us don't have consistent bowel movements.
Jake don't eat no fiber. Jake don't eat no vegetables at all.
Leafy greens.
That's the boogeyman.
Part of the reason why our stomachs are bloated is because we don't have any leafy greens in our diet.
Your liver got fat. Not fat, but fatty liver. Yeah, fatty liver.
So just imagine, hey, I challenge brothers to eat a salad. Hey, look back in the shirt.
Walk.
It's a spirit, man.
Yeah. And then walking, that's what you call low intensity, man. And that's what burn fat when you walk. Because when you go,
no, my bad.
You know, when you do what they call HIIT, which is cool, but it burn carbs. You know, because really your carbs is supposed to be for your flight and fight and flight situation. Because that's the easiest thing for your body to turn into energy is carbs. So you get in a situation where you got, you know, run from animal. Get into it, you know, the carbs kick in. But throughout the day, while you're walking, your body just constantly burning on that fat because you got way more fat. Because fat ain't nothing but calories. It's just stored calories. You know, and then you go back to Judea. The reason why we ain't have to work out because our day-to-day life, you know, was a workout. You look at the disciples, they were walking everywhere. You know? Then Judea is a mountainous region. So you going up inclines and down inclines all day.
You bread like that. Yeah. And then what I would say, the body was made for famine and feasting. Yeah. So your body was made to store fat. See, in America, we have so much convenience that fat is like a liability. But really, from a perspective of survival, if you were designed to endure famines, so you're designed to go days without eating food. So what's going to happen? After your body stores up all its energy sources, it's going to start attacking that excess fat you have, all right? Because your body's basically saying, he's not going to burn this fat off. I'm going to store it right here. I'm going to store it right here. I'm going to store it right here. But if you go through a famine, at some point, your body going to start eating up that extra fat. So, man, ultimately, it's like self-preservation. It's a survival mechanism. When you put that self-preservation in this society where everything is convenient, you live a sedentary life, you drive everywhere, you're gonna store fat, you know? But, and we should be challenged to eat more leafy greens. If you don't have to taste the leafy greens, get you a smoothie. And I dare brothers to drink a smoothie at night with leafy greens in it. And look at your stomach the next morning. Eat a salad at night.
And for you brothers that's kind of got weight on you and you want to lose weight fast,
Yeah,
it's a herb. It's a herb, but it looks like a ginger root. It's called Carcinogen garbosia, man. This is right here. That's what it's called. And really, like I said, I didn't give it to certain dudes in Houston, right?
Give me some
that I work with, and it melts it off them like butter, man. You know, and I always say try to get the liquid from them if you can.
Who you know you use that?
Huh?
You say you get something, you gave it
from Houston. I gave it to dudes I work with. You know, you cool with Jake, but you don't tell Jake the truth. I'm like, hey man, take this. Yeah. And the shit just
fall off.
300 some pounds.
But I need to get some
not doing nothing but just taking that, and this shit just melt off like butter.
But then you got to deal with that sagging skin, though.
Nah.
Well,
you're not.
The
thing about sagging skin, and the reason why Esau gives you that procedure, you losing weight like this. You taking this working out, it's gradually happening. So you don't have that saggy skin.
That's where the gym comes from. Working out. It's 80% diet, 20% toning. So while you're losing the weight, brothers break it down, you tone it. Like working out ain't necessarily working out is not primarily for bitching the heaviest weights. Like, yeah, nigga. No, you're toning. You're toning. So as you're losing the weight, your body is still staying tight because you're toning, man.
And the thing about it too, walking uphill, it's best because you're not running, you're stripping muscle and fat. When you're just walking uphill, you're just stripping down fat. You're not tapping into muscle.
So when you say uphill, do you mean like the natural elements?
Yeah, incline.
Yeah. Because you know the treadmill, you can put that ball on 20. Yeah, 15. Yeah.
Just walk.
Yeah.
Just walk uphill. And that shit and taking that and doing other certain things, that shit have met off you, man.
When the Most High
brothers who struggle with weight. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, but
No. You got that.
When the Most High put us on this planet, He created earthlings to walk long distances. So it's already in you to walk long distances. You're earthling. You're meant to navigate on the planet Earth. You're not really meant to be stationary, man.
Like you just play soccer 2-3 miles away. One goal is 3 miles away. The other goal is 3 miles away. You try to play soccer. Then on top of that, let's go back into the 20s, 30s, all up to the 70s. Tell me how many fat people you've seen.
Didn't see
none. You can't see that many fat people, man.
The average man was like 140 pounds. Yeah. Average adult cock strong. Average adult man, because Jake was designed to be thin, like lean, like low fat. Some brothers might be naturally bulkier, but you was low fat. So Jake was designed to be low fat, man.
But y'all gotta understand that when they fucked up the food, when Esau fucked up the food, and I don't like to say they, Esau. When Esau fucked up the food, they know that we are born with naturally with more muscle. So-called black men, we're naturally born with more muscle. So they fucked up the food on purpose, but exclusively to fuck with us, to die down, to attack our natural muscle that we're born with. We're born stronger than they are. Because Scripture says one people shall be stronger than the other. They knew that was us. See, so they fucked that food up for that reason.
Think about it. The people over there in the East, they eat less portions of food than over there. People over here, let's go. We go to any one of these restaurants right here. Watch the so-called black women, Jake. They eating a mountain of food, man. Yeah. They eat that multiple times in one day.
All you can eat buffets and shit.
And then the food is processed, so it ain't going nowhere.
Right, fried.
Yeah, 90% of the food is processed, so it's not going anywhere. Your body is like the earth. If you throw a Pop-Tart or a toaster pastry in the earth, how long is it going to take for it to decompose? As opposed to an apple or orange or a banana. So your body is the earth in itself. So you put foreign elements in your body, it's not going to metabolize. So your body's going to say, we're going to see this shit right here. So, but when it comes to eating natural, eating organic, even if it's like grass-fed meat, it metabolizes better, man. You know?
Eat whole food.
Like, whole food.
What makes a food a whole food?
Right. Exactly. That's a good question. I was in Whole Food, that's the same question.
What makes it a whole food?
Full nutrients.
Huh?
A full nutrient profile.
What makes a whole food is this one ingredient. That's whole foods. So when you eat an apple, the only ingredient is the apple. If you eat a cashew, the only ingredient is cashew. You know, a pistachio, the only ingredient, that's a whole food.
Oh, and nuts are powerful, brother. Yep. Nuts and seeds.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Like, because what was the original fruit? What was the original food on the planet?
Fig. A fig one.
Well, it was fruit. That's
The fruit. Yeah.
The original food for Adam, for Jake, was fruit.
Yeah.
Now, that's not enough nutrients in the soil to just stay stuff off fruit now, but just making a point. And what comes from fruit? What's inside of fruit? The nuts.
Yeah.
Seeds.
Seed. Yeah.
So a lot of times they're extra bigger in their potency because of seeds.
Yeah.
So you get the fruit and the seeds.
I saw a video the other day of a man trying to feed his dog. You know what he was feeding him? A chicken sandwich from Chick-fil-A. The dog would, he was trying to put it back in his face. The dog just kept avoiding it. Dog wouldn't eat it. Dog can't stand it. But people stand in line to buy this shit.
That shit like that. Chapter 30, verse 15. Health and good state of body are above all gold, and a strong body above infinite wealth.
Health and good estate. So in this side, man, a lot of us can't help that we're poor, like no income per se. You know, however much you make or don't make. But you can help get on that incline, walking.
Get on weights, man.
Get on the weights. Get on that calisthenics.
And you got the, like this brother said, it costs nothing to go to the fucking park and just pull your body weight out there. Triceps, dips, whatever, man.
And it's all about consistency. Don't try to go hard, man. Just get the technique right. Yeah. Start at 2 reps and build your way up. 2 reps of push-ups. 2 reps of pull-ups, man, for water. Walk on the fucking treadmill. Walk around your neighborhood if it's safe enough. You know?
The resistant band. That's an old gym. The resistant band. Yeah. Go YouTube, look at them workout. That's a whole gym, just a $10, $15 resistant band.
Noted. And you know what? I looked up like how to naturally use testosterone. You basically, squats. Yeah, squats, deadlift. Because you basically synchronize aerobics with resistance training. Or like so, for example. No, you good. Well, on that side, please. No, you good. So you got aerobics, which is gonna get your heart pumping. All right, aerobics get your heart pumping, but you got the resistance training, and that's what boosts that testosterone. So you got your pump up. This is what we need as Israelite men in Babylon. You need aerobics and resistance training, man. You know? All right? So, hey, after that, you got it.
You're fucking dog.
Oh. Game bang. But like I said, I'm sorry.
You know, you just talking. I was thinking about when you were talking about watch the animals and shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they fucking with it, man.
I also noticed came over here. They came out too.
Yeah.
Jeff came over here.
Yeah.
So aerobics, which is basically exercise that increase your heart rate. All right, like you said, the incline walk, get the heart pumping and swinging. Also resistance training, like you saw the band or pull-ups or squats, deadlifts or bench pressing. But you synchronize those two, man.
Yeah, lunges, get dumbbells and do lunges. What? Your cojones is down there, man. When you powering up with lunges, you're actually driving testosterone into your body, man.
Circulation, man.
Yeah.
And to increase his testosterone, naturally use ashwagandha. Ashwagandha root.
Yeah. Good herb. Ashwagandha, man. Yeah, those adaptogens. Any type of ginseng, man.
Bladderwrack.
Yeah.
This goes on and on and on, man.
Cleansing out your liver, a lot of testosterone is caught up in the liver. When you go on that liver cleanse, you release that testosterone. Sleep adequately, boosts the testosterone.
Yeah, man. Go fucking do something, man. Go hit a punching bag or something. Jake don't do shit, man. You watch these little boys today, their hands look all brittle. We had knuckles coming up. You know?
Working hands, man.
Yeah. Y'all be seeing these Jake, they waist about this thin. They got a 10-inch waist, man.
Dap them up and hands so.
So, yeah. We got callus on our hands.
Rough it. Knock him out. Pow. With your hand.
Okay, I was going to get the last scripture.
This is Ecclesiastes 3, verse 20. all go into one place. This is the point right here. All are of the dust, and all turn to dust again. So the same elements that go into the earth, like the brother was saying. You throw something on the ground and it don't decompose, don't put that in your body because you made it the same thing the earth is made of. Yeah. Don't put anything on your skin you wouldn't eat. Right? You should be moisturizing yourself with coconut oil, olive oil, things like that, things you would eat because you eat through your skin.
Your body alone is the biggest organ. It's the biggest organ.
Your skin. Your skin is.
It's your sword, man. I would say do pulling with your teeth.
Oil pulling.
Oil pulling.
You get the oil and you mix salt in it and make a paste. Put it on your skin. Exfoliate it. Get the dirt out.
Sugar. Yeah. Sugar does it too.
I didn't know that. Anything of reason. Yeah. Fine.
Yeah, man. So we hope this particular camp with the elders and the brothers that come from Mississippi, we hope this camp was edifying to the point, as we always do when we all praise, glory and honor to
YAHAWAH, bahasham, YAHAWASHI, bahasham, rakakadash.
Once again, double honor to the elders and apostles of GMS. Peace and blessings and salutations once again to the hopeful elect. Above.
Above.